Inshallah, we'll start with Surah An-Nisa, the first ayah. Surah An-Nisa, first ayah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا وآتوا اليتامى أموالهم ولا تتبدلوا الخبيث بالطيب ولا تأكلوا أموالهم إلى أموالكم إنه كان حوبا كبيرا وإن خفتم ألا تقسطوا في اليتامى فانكحوا ما طاب لكم من النساء مثنى وثلاث ورباع فإن خفتم ألا تعدلوا فواحدة أو ما ملكت أيمانكم ذلك أدنى ألا تعولوا وآتوا النساء صدقاتهن نحلة فإن طبن لكم عن شيء منه نفسا فكلوه هنيئا مريئا ولا تؤتوا السفهاء أموالكم التي جعل الله لكم قياما وارزقوهم فيها واكسوهم وقولوا لهم قولا معروفا صدق الله العظيم. So the first ayah of Surah An-Nisa. So first we should know that Surah An-Nisa, right? Surah An-Nisa is a Madani surah. Surah An-Nisa is not a Makki surah, but it is a Madani surah. And what does Madani surah means? Iqbal bhai? Huh? When we say that this surah is Makki or Madani.
It was revealed in Medina.
No, it is not revealed in Medina, but it was revealed after Hijrah. So every surah which is revealed after Hijrah is called Madani surah. Some of them were revealed when Rasulullah was traveling away from Medina. Let's say Tabuk. Tabuk is far away. But because it was after Hijrah, after migration, so it is called Madani Surah. Okay? Sometimes some ayahs are revealed in Makkah, but they are still called Madani Surah. Why? Because it was after Hijrah. For example, Rasulullah went for Hajj. Right? In Hajj, Allah revealed, إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحُ. But that surah is called Madani Surah, although it was revealed in Makkah. Similarly, in Hajj, Allah revealed, الْيَوْمَ أَكْمَلْتُ لَكُمْ دِينَكُمْ وَأَتْمَمْتُ عَلَيْكُمْ نِعْمَتِي وَرَضِيتُ لَكُمْ الْإِسْلَامَ دِينًا. So this ayah is Madani, although it was revealed in Arafat. Okay? So every surah which is revealed or every ayah that is revealed after Hijrah is called Madani. Right? And every surah and ayah that were revealed before Hijrah, irrespective whether it was revealed when Rasulullah went to Taif or Rasulullah was traveling, Habsha, Sahaba went to Habsha as well, right? So Rasulullah went outside Makkah. So all those ayat are called Makki. So Surah An-Nisa, the word Nisa. Nisa means woman. The word Nisa doesn't have singular. This word is plural. Right? Nisa means woman. If there is one woman, the word is Imra'a. Imra'a. Right? But for Nisa, the word Nisa, there is no singular. So Nisa means the woman. So this surah is called the woman because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had talked at length, right, about the issue regarding women. So that's why it's called Surah An-Nisa. Now this surah is a lengthy surah. It has 176 ayahs. And Samir bhai, how many ayahs does Surah Baqarah have? 286. 286. So this means that Surah Al-Baqarah has 286 and then Surah Al-Imran. Let's see how many ayahs Surah Al-Imran has. Surah Al-Imran has exactly 200 ayahs. Then is Surah An-Nisa 176. So 286, then shorter. 200, then shorter. 170. Now from here, every surah will get shorter till you reach the last juz. Then you have as small surah like Inna Atina, the shortest one. 3 ayahs. Inna Atina kal Kawthar fasalli rabbuna. 3 ayahs. So the shortest is 1 line. But the earliest ayat surahs are all lengthy surahs. So this surah has 176 ayahs. And this is fourth surah in sequence. So Surah Al-Baqarah is the first, Surah Al-Fatiha is the first, Surah Al-Baqarah is the second, Surah Al-Imran is the third, and Surah Al-Nisa is the fourth. But this surah was 92nd surah to be revealed upon Rasulullah. 92nd surah to be revealed. Right? So Rasulullah will instruct Sahaba that this surah, right, although it is 92nd surah in Revelation, but when you will place it, this surah should be placed as the fourth. So this is called Tawqifi. That Rasulullah was instructed by Allah to place certain surahs after certain surahs. So this is,
तो जो तरावी जब हुआ था जिस ज़माने में प्रॉफिट ये तरतीब ही थी या हज़रत उस्मान ने चेंज किया
No. Usman did not change anything.
हाँ
The tartib was the same. 92nd. The tartib of Quran cannot be changed. Nobody has the right to change. This was determined by Rasulullah and Sahaba knew about it. So the tartib is called Naskhul Quran, Nazmul Quran. That every ayah, every surah is Nazm, has been told by Rasulullah and Sahaba followed it. Aaya surah. Now the first ayah of Surah An-Nisa is a very, very, very universal ayah. Okay, very universal ayah. This ayah is not just addressing Muslims. This ayah is addressing all human beings, irrespective of their beliefs. Right? So this is why Quran is not the book for Muslims only. It is a universal book. This Quran is a book for all mankind. Otherwise, Allah should have addressed only Muslims if it was only for Muslims. Allah should have said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu only. But here Allah is starting Surah An-Nisa by saying what? Ya ayyuhan nas. O the people. Whatever your beliefs are. You are a human being, so Allah is saying, I am addressing you. So, Ya ayyuhan nas, O the people. Ittaqu rabbakum. Fear your Rabb. ittaqu rabbakum. Now who is your Rabb? Alladhi khalaqakum. Your Rabb is the one who created you. Min nafsin wahida. He created all of you from one soul. Bye-bye. Who was that soul? Adam. Adam alayhi salam. Wa khalaqa minha zawjaha. And then Allah did not create a separate soul. But from that soul, Allah created his mate. So women were not created first. Man was created first. Right? Then I said, وَخَلَقَ مِنْهَا, and from the first human being, right? From him, Allah created Zawjaha, his spouse. Then وَبَثَّ مِنْهُمَا, and then Allah, batha means to spread, which means Allah created minhuma, from both of them, from Adam and Hawa, Adam and Eve. Rijalan kathiran wa nisaa. Tremendous number of men and women. Men and women. Now Allah thinks, wattaqullah, and fear Allah, alladhi tasa'aluna bihi wal arham, in whose name you ask each other's, right? Which means marriage, right? You get married in the name of Allah, in the name of God, right? Christians go to church for marriage. Muslims comes to masjid for marriage. So now that woman that was haram for you, right? Now that woman becomes halal for you. Why? Because you took her hand in the name of Allah. Right? So I think, wattaqullah, fear Allah, in whose name you are marrying this woman. And wal arham, and fear Allah regarding arham. Arham means relatives. Fear Allah, meaning if you are not good to your relatives, you are not a good Muslim. Yeah? If your relatives think that you are evil, then you are evil. In the eyes of Allah, you are evil. Right? Arham means rahim. Rahim means womb. Here, womb means your relatives. Mamu, your uncle, your mom's brother is what? Your uncle. Your mom's sister is what? Khala, but Rasulullah said, Al Khala bimanzilatil aw kama qala alayhi salam. Your Khala is just like your mother. Okay? Arham. And let me repeat one more time, which I have told you today. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided in which family we are going to be born. See what? That, why you are born in your family. I was born in my family. This is the decision made by Allah. Right? We had no input in this. Allah did not make mashwara with us. Allah did not ask us. Allah decided that this baby is going to be born in that family. And then because of this, right, his mom's brother will become his mamu, his uncle, khala, cousins, all that, right? So this is the decision of Allah only. Allah is saying that you should respect my decisions. Now don't say, I don't like my khala. I hate her. I hate my uncle. When you hate your uncle, when you hate your relatives, you are questioning the wisdom of Allah. You're saying, Allah, I don't agree. Why did you send me in this family? Allah is saying, I decide, not you. I decide, not you. If I have decided, right, you must respect my decision. I've said. Like Allah in Quran in many places have said what? Wallahu yaqzi bil haqq. Allah is the one who decides, and bil haqq. And Allah always decides what is right. So here the word arham means relatives. So Allah is saying, fear Allah regarding your relatives. So that is one thing. Second thing is your friends. Friends. Now you go to Valencia College, you go to UCF, you live in a neighborhood, you work at some place, right? You met some people, you meet hundreds of people. But among those hundreds of people, 2 or 3 of them become your friend. Only 2 or 3 become your friend. Now you took a handful of people as your friends among hundreds of people that you meet. For example, in UCF, right? Let's say that if the class size is 150 students. So for one full semester, 4 months you are taking class. But you befriend only 1 or 2. They become your friend. The rest of them is hi, hello, that's it, not friend. Now why did you befriended them? Why? Because there is something common between you and him or her, whatever it is. Now, so it was your decision to make those 2 people as your friend. So now you say you are friend, which is very good. Friendship is good. Rasulullah have friends, Abu Bakr, Umar, friends. So friendship is very important. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us that no matter how close your friend is, still relatives are more important. Never give a higher regard to your friend over your relative. Why? Because the choice to make these people your friend was yours. And the choice of making these people your relative was that of Allah. So Allah is saying, always give regard to my choice over your choice. This is what Allah said, wal arham. Fear Allah regarding arham, regarding your relatives. That you should be good with your relatives. And Quran is full of the teachings regarding relatives. Yet, Rasulullah said that before the day of judgment, the ethical and moral values of the world will go upside down. Now, everything will be upside down, so your friends will become closer to you and more important to you than your relatives. So you will hate your relatives. You don't want to associate with them. You always will find like that they are boring. They are good for. I don't want to go. Oh, my cousin, he's coming, she's coming. I don't want to. No. But friend, yeah, come on, let's come. Let's have a good time. So this is a sign of the day of judgment. In India also I went. When marriage time, भाई आप बांग्लादेश से हैं, पाकिस्तान, इंडिया, मोरक्को. When marriage time, in our childhood, marriage time was a time when all the relatives will come together. Sometimes two, or most of the time, 2-3 days before marriage, even 1 week before marriage. So that will be the time, like 2-3-4 days we are together. So now you will make your bonds more stronger. We are sleeping on the floor. No, nobody cares because it's a marriage family. We are eating together. Fun. And all the work regarding marriage, whether it's food, bringing stuff, moving stuff, helping the family, right? All of that was done by whom? Relatives, cousin, uncle, aunt, everybody. Cooking, cleaning, buying. But now, when you go to our countries, now there's no relatives. No relatives. In every family, there's no relatives. Who are those people who are working? Who are friends? Where are the relatives? They will come at the time of marriage, when the time of barat, at the last minute. So the relatives come like guests and they leave. But friends are everywhere. Friends are everywhere. They are the one who are calling the shots. What happened to our values? Friends everywhere. Relative, this is a sign of judgment, Rasulullah said. So the values will change. So Allah is saying, Wattaqullah. Fear al-arham. Fear regarding your relatives. So we should keep our relatives close. And then Allah said, Inna Allah kana alaykum raqiba. No doubt Allah is watching over you all the time. Raqib means watching. Just like these cameras, yeah? These cameras are watching all the time. I'm sitting here, you are sitting here, we do not know, but everything is being recorded in the office. Right? This is called raqib. Raqib. So Allah said, Inna Allah kana alaykum raqiba. No doubt Allah is watching over you all the time. Okay? So this is the very first ayah of Surah An-Nisa. This ayah is mostly read at the time of nikah. You'll see the scholar, the imam, when they are conducting a certain nikah, they read, this is a tradition, to read this ayah among other ayahs. One thing, brothers, this ayah tells us that we were not created from apes or monkeys. We reject the theory of evolution. That we were animals and now we have been evolved into human beings. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, No, alladhi khalaqakum min nafsim wahida wa khalaqa minha. So you were created human beings to begin with. We were created human beings. The first human being, Adam, was not a monkey. No, Adam al-Islam was not a monkey or ape. He was a complete human being. Rasulullah said he was 60 feet tall. Right? So in front of him we are midgets. But Aad Samud came what? Thousands of years after Adam al-Islam. Yet Aad and Samud were tall people, big, right? So they were not apes. They were all human beings. So our belief regarding human being is not that of Darwin, but our is about Quran. And that is, although our children are taught in a school that no, Darwin was right, Bible, Torah, Quran are wrong. This is why here Allah is not addressing Muslims only. Allah is saying, Ya ayyuhan nas. This is an issue that all the people should agree upon. This is a miracle of Quran. that things that are universal, issues that are universal in nature, Allah did not address Muslims only. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addressed people in general, Ya ayyuhan nas. Right? एक बात तो ये होगी. अच्छा. Second is, देखिए साहब, have you ever noticed this word zawjaha? नहीं समीर भाई, the word is zawj. नहीं, wife. First time Allah have used the word zawj in Quran. And zawj is used for married couple. Okay. So this means that the first wife was Hawa. The question is, if that she is the wife or she was the wife, where did the nikah take place? Who did the nikah, the first nikah? This means that the first nikah took place in heaven, not on earth. Because both of them tasted the fruit, right? So the first nikah took place in heaven. That's why Allah is using the word zawj. Okay? So this means Allah officiated the first nikah. Shafiq bhai, samajhe aap? So this means that nikah is an institution which is heavenly. Aap samajhe? Nikah is a heavenly institution, not an earthly institution. आप समझिए, the taqdees of nikah. So this is why a man and a woman, when they get married, nikah, then an-nikahu min sunnati. This is the sunnat of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and every sunnat of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam is what? According to nature. No sunnat of Rasulullah is against nature. Every sunnat of Rasulullah is in accordance with nature. So nikah is in accordance with nature. So when you get married, you are following the heavenly tradition of marriage. And the big difference between human beings, one of the big differences between human beings and animals is marriage. So a dog would have a sexual intercourse with a female dog without marriage. A donkey will have sexual intercourse with a female donkey. Same thing with the rest of the animals. They don't have the concept of nikah. Why? Because they are animals. Ulaika kal an'am bal hum adall. They're animals. They don't have that much intellect to understand. So Allah did not burden them with this concept of nikah. But when human beings have sexual intercourse without marriage, Allah says you are like animal worse than animal. So you are acting like animal, in fact worse than animal. Animals don't have intellect, you have intellect. Right? Yet you are acting like animals, so you are worse than animal. So nowadays when people are having sexual intercourse without marriage, right, they are not just acting like animals, they are acting worse than animals. This is why here Allah is not talking about animals in this ayah. Allah is saying, Allah khalaqakum min nafsin. Allah is talking about Adam, first human being. And then Hawa, his wife. So Allah is saying marriage is for human beings, not for animals. But al-ayadu billah, if human beings will start living like animals, right? And brothers and sisters, they are degrading themselves. Of course, it's sinful, they are degrading, right? This is why in the world, right now, al-ayad billah, the most common sin is zina. The most common sin is zina. East, west, north, south. Right? And what did Quran say regarding zina, Shafiq bhai? एक आयत बताइए.
Punishment.
नहीं, punishment नहीं. First regarding zina. ولا تقربوا الزنا. Do not go close to zina. इतना देखिए अब आप सोचिए, since we are living in US in 21st century, आप देखिए regarding zina, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't go. Regarding other sins, Allah said don't do those sins. Don't do. But regarding Allah said do not go near zina. अब देखिए why Allah said don't go near zina. What does near zina means? Meaning don't do those acts that will encourage you. Entice you to do those acts. When you see wrong things, those wrong things will encourage you to commit zina. This is why controlling your eyes, right, is wajib upon us. Because if you don't control your eyes, right, you are going near zina. In Times of India, a few months ago, there was a news that I forgot, it was regarding rape. That somebody raped some girl and all that. It's like a common thing, especially in India. In fact, New Delhi is called the rape capital of the world. New Delhi is called the rape capital of the world. Literally, आप check करें इसको. There's like rape left and right. So there was this, these comments that come online under news. So I was one day reading those comments. So one person said that what is the problem with us? Why is it that we Indians, right, are addicted to all these things now? So many people were giving their comments. Subhanallah, one person, and I read his name, he was not Muslim. He was a Buddhist or a Hindu or whatever he was. He said something alarming. He said that, see, I have been also a victim of pornography and all that. He said, I'm telling you, the only way we can stop rape is by controlling our eyes, by not seeing what is wrong. He said, don't watch wrong things and you will not be enticed to do these actions. So, subhanallah, this person, may Allah give him hidayah, he said exactly what Allah said, وَقُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغُضُّوا مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ وَيَحْفَظُوا فُرُوجَهُم. Or believers, or Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, tell believers to control their eyes. And then Allah said, if they control their eyes, they will not commit zina. That's right. Yeah. This is why, brothers and sisters, this ayah, the word zawj, right, is used for the first time. And here zawj means wife, and wife means the wife of Adam, which means the first nikah took place in Jannah, which means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala must have officiated the first nikah. So you and I, who are the children of Adam and Hawa, right, we have to do what our parents did, and that is get married. Living without marriage with a woman, that is completely haram, haram, haram. Right? So वबस्स मिनहुमा अच्छा फिर वबस्स मिनहुमा रिजालन कसीरन व निसाअ. Then I said, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created and spread from them Adam and Hawa, whom? Rijalan, men, kathiran, lots of them, and wanisa, and women. Abhay, brother, how many human beings are living on the planet right now? Huh?
Billions.
How many? 8 billion. 8 billion right now. Nearly half of them are women, half of them are men. Nearly. Right? Have you ever thought who is determining the sex of babies? How come there is so much balance? Right? Is it amazing? Right? There is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? There is somebody who is determining how many female babies should be born and how many male babies should be born. Right? There is Allah who is planning it out. Okay? Okay? So this balance of men and women in the world is such a big sign that somebody is thinking and he is planning and he is creating and he is running the world like this. That is Rabbul Alameen. This is why Allah said, Alhamdulillah, Rabbul Alameen. All praise belongs to Allah who is Rabbul Alameen. He is the one who is running the show. Right? And one of the way to run the show is to create equal number of male babies and equal number of female babies. It's all Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the thing that's what Allah says, Rijalan, men and wanisa. Right? So this is the first ayah of Surah An-Nisa. And inshallah we'll do the rest inshallah next week. Subhanallah bihamdi, subhanakallah bihamdik, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun ala al-mursalin. Alhamdulillah.